From the moment Jamal Carter stepped off the old bus with his mother, the air in Cedar Hills felt heavy. The lawns were too neat, the smiles too polite, and the stares too sharp. He was 16, full of quiet dreams, but the new neighborhood saw him as something else, an intruder in their perfect white picture. His mother, Denise Carter, held his hand as they entered their small rented home on Willow Drive. "This is our new start, baby," she said, forcing a smile. She believed hard work and faith could build bridges over color lines. Jamal wanted to believe it too. He told himself things would get better after a few days, but by Monday morning he knew they wouldn't. At Cedar Hills High, every hallway whispered. Students stared like he carried a disease. When he raised his hand in class, teachers hesitated before calling on him. One even said, "That's a thoughtful answer, Jamal." Didn't expect that from someone new. The word stung. He tried to fit in, kept his hoodie low, his voice calm, his shoes clean. But still he was that boy, the black one, the one who made the principal's smile tighten, the one mothers warned their sons not to hang around. Days turned into months, and the isolation grew thicker. He found comfort only in his sketchbook and in calling his old friends from the South Side. "Keep your head up, Jay," they'd say. "Don't let them break you." Then one Friday evening, as rain fell hard against the windows, a loud knock came at the door. His mother opened it to find two police officers standing in the porch light. "Jamal Carter?" one asked. His hand rested on his holster. Jamal stepped forward, confused. "That's me, sir." "You're under arrest for armed robbery and assault," the officer said. "What?" Jamal's voice cracked. "That's impossible. I've been home all day." They didn't listen. They grabbed him, cuffed him, and pulled him outside. Neighbors peeked from their curtains like they'd been waiting for this moment. Mrs. Hill, the old woman across the street, shook her head slowly and whispered, "I knew it." At the station, Jamal tried to explain. He told them he'd been in the library. He even gave the name of the librarian who saw him. But the detective in charge, Detective Harris, only smirked. "We got a witness who says you were there," he said, dropping a blurry security photo on the table. It showed a tall figure in a hoodie. That was all. "That could be anyone," Jamal pleaded. "Look closer. Those shoes aren't even mine." But Harris had already made up his mind. Save it for the judge. The trial came fast. Too fast. The public defender didn't fight. The evidence was thin, but the jury didn't need much convincing. A black boy in a white neighborhood? They'd already written the ending. When the verdict came, guilty on all counts, his mother collapsed in tears. Jamal just stared ahead, numb. His heart pounded, but he said nothing. He was sentenced to 10 years. Prison was a new hell. The walls smelled of sweat, fear, and something rotten. The guards looked through him like he wasn't human. Other inmates tested him. He fought when he had to, but mostly he survived by silence. Days blended into nights, and nights into endless waiting. Then one morning during a prison fight, he was struck on the head with a metal tray. Everything went dark. When he woke, the world smelled of antiseptic and cold steel. His vision blurred, and through it, he saw a woman leaning over him. She was pale, with kind eyes that looked nothing like the ones that condemned him. "Hi," she said softly. "I'm Dr. Emily Hayes. You're safe now." Her voice was calm, warm, like a sound he hadn't heard in years. Jamal blinked, unsure if she was real or another cruel dream. "You shouldn't even be here," she whispered, looking at the bruises on his arms. "None of this makes sense." For the first time in years, someone saw him. Not his skin, not his file, not his sentence, but him. He wanted to thank her, but the words wouldn't come. That night, as he lay in the dim prison hospital ward, he heard two guards whisper outside the door. "Did you hear?" one said. "They found another suspect in that store robbery case." The other chuckled. "Doesn't matter. Kid's already locked up. No one's reopening that." Jamal's pulse raced. Another suspect? Could this be the truth he'd been praying for? He tried to sit up, but pains shot through his ribs. The nurse rushed in. "Lie down," she said. But Jamal couldn't stop thinking. Maybe, just maybe, this wasn't the end. And as he drifted into uneasy sleep, he didn't notice Dr. Hayes standing quietly by the doorway, her eyes fixed on his chart, her expression unreadable. She'd seen something in his file, something that didn't add up. And that was the moment everything began to change. Stay tuned for part 2. Like and subscribe for more.